5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is Deducter bringing you set 4 of Woongjin Star vs STX. So, with my favorite players on Woongjin, 0 is the Teal Zerg at the 1 o'clock position, and his opponent is a new player, or Lost, I think. Last. Sorry about that. His name is Last, and I am not quite sure what he's like. According to Team Liquid, he's got a 47% win rate overall. Let me just check real fast. 44% win rate overall, and against Zerg, he's 45%. So 0 is certainly, he can be so brilliant at times with incredibly innovative play. I mean, of the Zerg innovations, like the use of queens, for instance, 0 really was the one that brought it into attention. I think he's been instrumental in pioneering some of these new uses of units by Zerg players. On the other hand, he can be incredibly inconsistent at times, and you know, that's sort of a problem, I feel. Just having innovative genius is not enough. You have to have very solid play. But just having solid play, someone like Stork, for instance, or even Stork isn't the best example because he can be quite clever at times. We use a better example like C, for instance, or Light. These are the definitions of textbook Terran players. They never make it far into Star Leagues. Light's managed to make it to a round of 4 once. I think just once. C, I don't think, has ever made it past a round of 8. But without creativity, you just cannot succeed at the higher levels, I feel. On the other hand, I just think 0 has the most potential of any of the Zergs right now. I mean, Jaedong is still clearly the best by a significant margin, but if 0 can improve his fundamentals, he will be, I think, truly the most terrifying Zerg force since the likes of Jaedong and Savior. It remains to be seen whether 0 can actually do that. It looks like, is a 14cc going down? Is that 14cc? It must be a 14cc going down for, or maybe it's a Rax into CC. I got too distracted talking about 0 there. Looks like there are some links coming out from 0. If this is a 14cc, it's already a GG. I don't think it's a 14cc though. The command center timing doesn't look quite right. It was a 9 pool, or possibly an overpool coming from... No, that's definitely a 14cc. So this is basically an automatic win for 0. I guess I was so distracted by this game. Yeah, it is a 14cc. So there's pretty much no way that this poor guy Last can win. Oh well. 14cc, aka the Flash build, one of his many famous builds. 0 needs to move the Lingzing and actually, you know, kill the SEVs. Finally, good. Kill the SEVs now. Now he's gonna run up the Lings. He's gonna kill these SEVs, at least do some significant damage. There is a chance that Last can get a bunker up and with clutch Marine Myco, he can hold this off. But 0 is sending additional Zerglings, and he's absolutely destroying these SEVs. I mean, he's going to be able to hold off this initial Zergling wave, but his economy is completely crippled. He's got like 4 mining SEVs, and maybe 4 more. Yeah, he's got like 10 SEVs total. It doesn't matter at this point. I mean, 0 would have to make a colossal blunder to lose this game, considering the decisive advantage he took. 0 seems not to have quite the multitasking ability that he needs to. Like, those links should have killed the SEV by now. This is what I mean. 0 still needs to work on his mechanics a bit in that sense. Small things like that make a huge difference at the highest levels of play. Last managed to get his 2 barracks and his expansion up. He will soon probably be able to put down a bunker. Although 0 might be able to force this command center lift. Do not go up the ramp, 0. You're not going to be able to break through. He's going up the ramp anyway, but wisely deciding to retreat. Just keep your Lings around natural. I mean, that basically nullifies the effect of the fast expansion. Last can make double the number of SCVs. I guess, but you know, he's taken so much damage that if Zero goes for mutas with he's got on 3 hatcheries, I'm not sure what Last can do to stop it. Even if, I mean, I think Zero has taken a significant and decisive advantage at this point. It is not going to be easy for him to lose unless he's Hyuk and he can snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. At times it feels like watching Hero can be like watching Hyuk back when Hyuk was really bad. But Zero was never that bad, so it's okay. Zero going in, sniping SCV, building that supply depot. Glass's economy has finally recovered at this point, but considering the damage he's taken, he's definitely not where he wants to be. Spire going up for Zero already. He's gonna be forced. Lass is gonna be forced to make engineering bay and academy soon, but he's not, I think, going to be able to get his timings right on the upgrades. I mean, you can still time the turrets correctly, but in terms of upgrades for your Marines, for instance, the +1 attack upgrade, which is critical, I don't think he's going to be able to afford that early on. And, you know, things like that is just going to set him back significantly. Or he's not going to have the necessary number of medic Marines out that he needs to. So, I mean, if he can play some clutch defense against Mulus, and Zero fails, even if Zero fails to do damage with Mulus, I guess this is the thing. It used to be, a few years ago, if the Zerg did not do significant damage with Muta attack, he was always in danger of just getting overrun by superior Terran economy. Looks like Zero just marching his lings back and forth, just trying to, I guess, a show of force there to keep lasting his base. Last moving out though with his Medic Marines and Zero backing up wisely. As I was saying, I feel that it used to be that Zergs needed to do reasonable damage with Mulus, and if you cannot do that as a Zerg player, you're in significant risk of Terran getting a massive army rolling out and just crushing you. That's not always true, of course. Players, absolutely top caliber players like Savior, there were times when he would do no damage with his Mulus, especially Jaedong too. But Jaedong's Muta micro is so good that it's rare that he doesn't do effective attacks with Mulus. But Savior, for instance, didn't have the best Muta micro, and often he would do damage to a Terran player, but with clever use of his ground army, he would often be able to flip the odds around and just do these clutch timing attacks. So I've not seen that sort of brilliance from Zero, but I think is something that all Zergs, for instance, can benefit from studying Savior's old games, just to see how he uses his ground army. It looks like the Mulus coming from Zero, picking up 1 SCV. There's a large number of turrets protecting the natural for last, so that's not going to do anything. Evolution chamber going down, another expansion going down from Zero. At this point, Last is working on 4 barracks. He's got a nice army of medic Marines out. He's researching the +1 upgrade. He's a bit slow on everything, but with his economy recovered now, I would say the game has more or less evened up. Zero going in for a massive attack at the front, attacking that bunker. The fire bat's doing huge damage to the Zergling. Zero managed to pick off the bunker at the cost of several of his, good number of his Lings. Not sure it's been worth it. Lings going, mutants, and Lings attacking, but they fail. Zero not able to break the front of Last. With that failed attack, I think Last has taken initiative in this game now. Zero's going to try to use mutas probably to delay Last, but if Last can push out and manage to get a good attack off on Zero, things will be looking very dire for him. And I cannot believe that Zero, after his such a decisive build order advantage, that he's not, you know, at this point, minutes ago, I feel Zero should have won the game. But the sad truth is, he is now in danger of losing if the Lurker is not morphing time at his natural. Looks like Last just scanning. He sees the lurker eggs are moving. He's stimming his marines running. The mutas are valiantly trying to hold off these medic marines at the ramp, but they're forced to retreat. The lurkers morph just in time, and as soon as these lurkers burrow, I feel Last is not going to be able to break through. So Zero just about saves his natural. Last needs to retreat at this point, and I think go for the 5 o'clock expansion. He might be thinking of going for direct attack. He has a +1 upgrade finish on his marines. It looks like Zero's pushing out with his lurkers. I'm not sure that's the wisest move, but he's managed to drive back these marines from Last. He still has a few mutas left that he can use to help the defense of the 5 o'clock base. He's got some lurkers there in position, so that's going to be secure. On the other hand, I don't think Last is going to mind too much. Last is getting 3 starports and building graves. This is interesting. I've never seen that before. I'm not quite sure what he intends to do. Even a few Hydras is going to stop any sort of Wraith attack. I mean, without Cloak, the Wraiths are incredibly vulnerable. With Cloak, though, snipe a few Overlords, Wraiths can cause insane havoc. Looks like Zero's moving out with a force of Lurkers and Lings going near the middle of the map. He's probably going to try to cut off the reinforcements for Last there and set himself up for a nice pincer attack. I think he moved out all his Lurkers, though, from the 5 o'clock position, if I'm not mistaken. He's burrowed a few Lurkers between Last's army and his 5 o'clock base. Looks like Zero might be going for a pincer